130-93. What a moment. So great and so happy for everybody, the players, the organization, all the fans. Welcome to our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, Alan Hahn, Steve Novak, Wally Zerbiak. We're here for the next hour, probably more than that, to put all of this into perspective. And I think at this point, maybe hit the pause button for just 1 second and put into perspective what we have just seen. This is an organization, obviously, that wanted to take the next step. They've done that. But they've won 11 playoff games, Wally, in a row. The point differential is a plus 262. It's the most dominant 11-game run in the history of the NBA, whether it be the playoffs or the regular season. It's unbelievable what we've just seen. Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It really is. I mean, the way they're playing on both ends of the floor is spectacular. At the same time, I know what Jalen Brunson's thinking. He's not thinking about that. He's thinking we're not done yet. I'm telling you, this locker room is not done yet. This locker room has work to do. I think this locker room can still play better basketball. I think they have more in front of them that they can reach higher levels. There's something special about that locker room from the Villanova guys that has permeated that locker room of winning. And Mike Brown has found it. He's sparked it. And now you see a team that looks like a team of destiny, but they will not expect to win. They will earn the win if they win an NBA championship and get it done. No, you're right. And you just said it. They look like a team of destiny. And I think, to your point, that is, when you watch this team right now, that is exactly what, when you're winning a closeout game against the Atlanta Hawks by 51 points, and then you win by 30 points against Philly in a closeout game, and then you close this series out really good in just 4 games in the same fashion. Yes. To your point, though, there's no real excitement in their eyes that you can tell it's a sharp focus. Yeah. You see what the front of the garden looks like. People are gathering. Radio City is going crazy. You see the emotion. You see the celebration. But when you look at the guys after the game, when you see Landry Shamet's eyes, when you see Jalen Brunson, and you are watching their interview and you're listening to what they're saying, they're saying, we have to win today. Yeah. And then the next day they say, we have to win today. And again, at the end of this game, there's this giddiness that this is unprecedented. We've never seen a run like this. By we, I mean anyone ever in the history of the NBA, and yet it seems like this Knicks team has been through enough or has enough perspective for some reason to say, hey, we have higher expectations than anybody else does. We're trying to go somewhere other than we've ever been since 71 and 73. And so I think it's just incredible to see that look in their eyes right now.
What they have developed over these last 11 games is an incredible competitive response from game to game, that they are never complacent. And it looks like where they are right now is basketball nirvana. It certainly feels like that here in New York.
All right, let us bring in OG Anunoby from Cleveland. OG, congratulations. Thank you so much for your time. Alan, take it away.
OG, first and foremost, the goal from last season was to get back to this point and this time win it, advance the cause, get to the NBA Finals. How does it feel for you right now?
It's awesome, it feels amazing, that was our goal, that was our goal when the season started, and I mean, it's not done yet, 4 more, we're excited.
And OG, it's a long regular season. There's a lot of ups and downs, it's never perfect. It was beautiful to watch the way that this team has come together over the last 11 games especially, but in the playoffs. What does this say, this 11-game winning streak in the playoffs, what does it say about the pedigree of this team going into the finals?
Just from top to bottom, we're a special team, special organization, we focus on getting better each and every day, and that's what we've been doing. We didn't want to peak early, we wanted to peak because the playoffs came, and that's what we've been doing. As it's been going on, we've been getting better and better. It's been amazing.
Oh, gee, the team's been playing great. Karl Anthony Towns running the point at times. Talk about a little bit about the connection that you've had with him and how he's kind of helped unlock a lot of different nuances in this offense.
The connection, Cat's my brother. I love Cat. He's a great person, great teammate, great player, amazing player. So, I just know when to move or where to, I know he'll find me. And, he unlocks the whole team, his passing is special, his shooting is special, he's a special talent all around.
OG Anunoby enjoying the celebration. Congratulations on your amazing play, on the team's amazing play, and enjoy the week plus off, and we'll see you for the NBA Finals.
See you then. Thank you.
We're we're watching Wally OG Anunoby. He's completely healthy.
Yes.
I mean, he's all over it all night long.
Look at these dunks.
17 points and 7 rebounds.
Hey, Novi, maybe you should try tweaking your hamstring and you get a couple dunks like this guy.
That was my problem my whole career, Wally. I never tweaked Miami.
How about the mid-range game? Just lethal defensively, rebounding all over the place. The defense, offensively, look at these fast break points. Look at the hops. I mean, he strained his hamstring 2 weeks ago, and look at this guy. Incredible the way he's been playing. And he is such an important piece to this team. And this is why, as you continue to advance in the playoffs and teams know exactly what you're doing, you're playing the same team over and over and over, you have a guy like this that can play multiple positions, defend multiple positions, do everything on offense and defense. It's impossible to beat this team with guys like this. They have so many players that can beat you in so many different ways. He's just been phenomenal in these playoffs.
So the Knicks guys in Game 1 had a 44-11 run. Game 2, they had an 18-0 run in the third quarter. Tonight, a 20-0 run in the second quarter. Tonight's thrilling moment, Alan, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. When the avalanche starts with these Knicks in these playoffs, it just doesn't stop.
Well, think about it, too. In the closeout games, think about when they played Atlanta. That was the game was out of reach about 10 minutes in, right? Against the Sixers, 10 minutes in, game's out of reach. This one might have taken 13, you had 14. You had to get into the second quarter, but still, the Knicks have an incredible ability to, early in the fight, throw a knockout punch. And that's what they did here. And a lot of it was just transition buckets and points off turnovers. And, fellas, that's been the story of the whole series.
You know it has, and like you said, it doesn't need to be perfect the whole game. You don't have to outscore a team the whole game. If you go on spurts and you make plays like this, defensively the extra efforts and offensively some of the efforts, it really does. It wins you games in the end.
Historical perspective, I mentioned the plus 262, Alan, biggest in any 11-game span in the history of the
People have
league.
to understand, just to say it again, this is not just playoffs. This is any 11-game span ever.
Regular season or playoffs.
Unbelievable.
Wally, what do you have?
The most impressive to me is 6 straight double-digit playoff road wins.
Yes, never been done
Road
before.
wins.
Yeah.
Put it this way, guys.
You know how hard it is to win a game on the road in the playoffs?
What was my stat to watch? Closeout games on the road.
5-1.
They're now 6-1
Yes.
in
See, I
closeout
listen.
games on the road.
See, I
You
listen to
finally
the
paid
useful
attention to
ones.
one of the useful stats. But that's a big deal. Closing out series on the road is not easy to do. The Knicks have done it 6 out of 7 times.
Jalen Brunson has not played a second, 1 second in any of the fourth quarter closeout wins in this postseason.
That's unbelievable. That's shocking to even
Not
hear.
1 second.
Because we've all watched a lot of NBA basketball, a lot of playoff basketball. We both played in the NBA playoffs. And you know how hard it is to win on the road. You know what it's like to go into those environments where it's deafening.
Crazy.
And the fans are there to help their team win. And home court advantage in basketball more than any other sport is a real advantage. And so to hear that 6-1 number and to see the way that they've been able to go into these places, into Philly, into Atlanta, into Cleveland now, and silence them and to be overtaken by, and a lot of credit belongs in the hands of these different people, these Knicks fans that everybody across the country and across the world is talking about right now. But I do think there is a real impact that the fans are having in these games, are inspiring the players from what it looks like to me.
100%. On the road, when you get that type of support in a building that we remember, and you know it, everyone knows it, Loudville. That's a scary building to play in as an opponent. That's a good home court team. That team was, what, 6-1 coming into these last 2 games in the playoffs?
Yes.
They
At
only
home,
had 1 loss
Very
in the
good
first
home
2 rounds in the playoffs. Knicks just absolutely smoked them in 2 games in a row on their home floor and took over their building with their fans.
Now,
So how long is the flight to Oklahoma City or San Antonio? Because I think a lot of Knicks fans want to keep an eye on that. What's that number that you wrote down there, Novi?
I was trying to do math. I went to Marquette University. It's not my strong suit, but I had a plus 51 against Atlanta in the closeout game in Game 6, plus 30 against Philly in Game 4, and 37-point win tonight, if my math is right.
A+.
No, you're right.
118 points, point differential
in
the
closeout
3
games.
closeout games.
On the road.
On the road. And I guess my point of saying, like, we've all watched playoff, we've all been in playoff environments, to say that what we were watching is something else is, I think, not an overstatement. We're watching something else when you're winning by 118 points in 3 games in the toughest environment, not in front of your fans.
Right.
I don't really know what we were watching, but I know it's fun to watch.
it's a long way from Alexei Shved and Lou Amundsen, huh, boys?
God bless you both, though. God bless you both.
Alexei